And thanks for staying tuned to your number one station for Talk 92.3 Nigeria Info. Right now, you're tuned into the brand new show called Money Minute with United Capital Plc. And on this show, we'll be sharing tips and tricks on how to manage your personal finance, how to make informed financial decisions, and ultimately navigate your way to financial freedom. Now, in the studio with me is Mr. Sanusi Samir. He's a financial advisor at United Capital Plc. And today we'll be talking about understanding trusts. Understanding trusts. And if you have any questions on the topic, you can simply send us a message. Send a message to our WhatsApp number, which is 0809-030-6416. The number again is 0809-030-6416. Or you can send your questions on Twitter, tagging at UnitedCap, and also use the hashtag MoneyMinute with UCAP. Now, let me get over to my guest. Hello, Sanusi. Good evening to you.
Yeah, hello, Lera. Good evening, and thank you for having me.
So, how are you doing today?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, so last week, we had a giveaway where 2 lucky listeners would win. Have they won already?
Yes.
They have. So, can you do us the honors of announcing who the winners are?
Oh, definitely. The question of the day last week was, how many mutual funds does United Capital offer? The correct answer is 8. Therefore, our winners are at Sophia for Cool and at BDS for Real on Twitter. Again, our winners are at Sophia for Cool and at BDS for Real on Twitter. Congratulations, you both have won 5,000 Naira each.
All right. So congratulations to the winners. You heard your handles. Hey, do well to collect your money. And do not forget that we have another 10,000 Naira to give away today. So we'll be doing that after the show. But let's get to our topic, which is trusts. Now, in simple terms, Sanusi, can you tell us what a trust is?
Absolutely. So a trust is a 3-party fiduciary relationship whereby the properties or the assets of the first party, which is called the settlor, not necessarily money, it could be stocks, it could be certificates, it could be bonds account, is held by the second party, which is the trustee, for the benefit of the third party, the beneficiary. So again, I'll take that again. A trust is a 3-party fiduciary where you will have the settlor, the owner of the assets, the second party, the trustee, and then the third party, the beneficiary. An example in this case would be a mother could establish a trust for her son during her lifetime by appointing an organization as a trustee in this case, and her son as the beneficiary. So the mother is the settlor, the organization is the trustee, the son is the beneficiary. So as a beneficiary, our son does not own the property, but can receive income that is derived from it. So legally here in Nigeria, minors or children rather may not own property. However, a trust offers the flexibility of enabling the settlor to decide who gets benefit from their assets. And depending on the term of the trust, the minor or the children may be given an allowance at stipulated interval. So in a layman, what we are saying is that the trustee will be responsible for administering your assets. They will keep proper record, they will secure the assets, they will invest the assets conservatively for your own benefit and for the benefit of your listed beneficiary, ensuring that timely allowance or payment is made to them. They would also report the value of your asset to you on a regular basis, and then even when demanded, they can pay taxes for you on your behalf, so you don't need to worry about paying your taxes.
Now, this sounds similar to a will. Is it the same thing as a will?
No. So a trust is not a will, and it is different from a will. So a will comes into play only after you die, or it takes effect upon the death of the settlor or the creator. A trust, however, allows the settlor to start enjoying the benefit of the trust while they are still alive. So the trust will cover 3 aspects of the settlor's life: when the settlor is alive and well, when the settlors become incapacitated, maybe due to old age or accident. Some accident can render somebody incapacitated. And then when the settlors eventually dies, all these 3 phases, is kick into a trust. And then it's basically ensure that your assets are managed and distributed according to your wishes and directive without any court supervision and involvement. So this can save your beneficiary time, money, and also ensure that your assets and their value are not a public matter. So both a will and a trust is an effective tool for estate planning. So again, by estate planning, we mean, it involves people, it It could be your family. It could be an individual. In many cases, charitable organization, even your churches. So it involves all your assets and the various form of ownership. It could be, we said it is not necessarily money. It could be, tangible and intangible assets. And then what it does is that it addresses your need while you are alive. You want to give so amount to somebody, it addresses that need. And it will even address that need in the future when you are unable to do it yourself.
Okay.
So a great thing is that you can have a trust in addition to a will. Or all you need to do is to ensure that there is no conflict between the provisions of the two. But in a case where there is a conflict between a will and a trust, a living trust is going to prevail over a will. So it's advisable for you to have a trust rather than having a will.
All right. So what are some of the benefits one stands to gain when you have a trust?
So the first is trust is private and confidential. For a will is a public document. Now, we would all acknowledge that will remains the traditional way of gifting properties to your loved one, but it is marred with, irregularities. You could have signature forgery, among others. So roughly speaking, the will implementation you think is just about, going to read your will and co, and it's just done. It doesn't work that way, because the battle for your property may sometimes become a problem at the point whereby you begin to see, different will coming out from only God knows who.
Yeah.
And it will become an issue to even authenticate which one is the original will amongst them.
Okay.
So another thing is a will, even though the court might attempt to distribute your property according to the way you want it to be, distributed, there is no guarantee that fairness will be achieved. But trust, in this case, offers you a seamless process of handling over all your assets to your beneficiary. It offers tax advantage. It minimizes tax. And you can test run the performance of the trust during your lifetime. That's the beauty of it. I mentioned earlier that you can test run while you are alive. When you are incapacitated, it stands in for you. And even when you die, you continue to enjoy this trust that you've set up. So with a trust, you can prepare for your retirement planning. You can use it to care for your parents, the aged people. You can use it as a tool to preserve your family wealth. You can use it as a tool to hold property for your children. You can even use it as a tool for your business continuity. So there are numerous advantages attached to it.
All right. So when one hears the word trust funds, you think it's for the rich kids, it sounds like something for the elite.
Exactly.
So is it only for the elite?
No, absolutely not. Everyone can benefit or can set up a trust. It is very affordable.
Okay.
The cost is calculated based on the size, the complexity of your property, and the scope of work that needs to be done. So it has just a one-time setup fee with an annual management fee. Now, the beauty of the annual management fee is that it is derived not from the asset of the trust, but from the proceed or the income of the trust, usually under investment. So when you put all your assets in the trust, it is not just lying idle. Your trustee will ensure that they derive very decent income from it, and it is from this income that you even offset the trustee or the management fee. So you don't even need to tamper with the real asset to pay off the trustee.
Okay.
So there is no minimum amount per se, as no matter what amount you can start with, the money would be growing. But just to put a figure to it, maybe a 500,000 to 1 million naira is a good range to start with.
All right. So at United Capital, is this a service you provide, trust management?
Absolutely.
All right.
So United Capital Trustee Limited, we are formerly known as UBA Trustees Limited, has been in this business of trusteeship for over 5 decades.
Okay.
So in addition to other aspects of trusteeship, we render other bedrock of services, and we have a robust, trustee unit. Our trust management portfolio is fully fledged, and it is streamlined into, we have services like Heritage Trust, a fantastic product consisting of education trust that you can use to secure your children's education. It is going to cater for their school fee payments, their feeding, even clothing. We have so many families currently on our client list that is enjoying this education trust that is set up for their children. So even if tomorrow they don't have any amount in their pocket, they can still pay their children's school fees, they can pay their feeding, even clothing. The clothes you wear, even a pad that your daughter would use, this education trust would cover it.
Covers it, okay.
Exactly. We also have cooperative trust, for cooperative organization. Target Savings Trust, you can, take advantage of the Target Savings Trust.
Okay.
We have Diaspora Trust for those that are abroad and they want to invest back home. We have cases of people, that wants to invest back in Nigeria, but they don't know who to trust. So our financial advisor are very capable in this aspect, and we have a dedicated, product for that.
All right, now that we know about trust, it's quite interesting, but how do we go about investing in them?
Okay, so to begin, you can visit www.investnow.ng or download the Invest Now app on Google Play Store or iOS App Store. Simply go to www.investnow.ng or go to your Google Play Store or iOS App Store, to download the application. Another thing you can do is you can visit us at our regional office situated in the UBA main building at number 14 Azikwe Road, Port Harcourt. So to give you a description, when you get to Mile 1 flyover and towards UTC Junction, we are inside the big UBA building headquarters that is directly opposite Sliverbed building. You can also call us on 080-8282-8182. So trust is very robust. Even corporate organizations takes advantage. There's a product we call All Assets Debenture. It allows an organization to access funds from multiple sources using just one collateral. You can imagine having just one collateral, and you can use this collateral to access funds from multiple sources. Rather than giving that same collateral to just one source of lender, you could have variety of lenders giving you based on. So we have a very robust suite of services that both individuals and corporates can take advantage of. And because choosing your trustee is extremely important, you want to be sure that they have the time, they have the skill, they have the energy for the job. And this is why we always recommend you use a professional trustee company like United Capital Trustee Limited. We would not disappoint you.
All right, can you give us the number, the contact detail?
So the contact detail again is 080-8282-8182 for any additional info.
All right. So do not forget, if you have any questions, send it to 0809-030-6416, or you can send your question to Twitter, tag at UnitedCap, and you can use the hashtag MoneyMinute with UCAP. Waiting for your questions now. But can we get to the giveaway, Sanusi?
Exactly.
So tell us what the question is for today.
Okay, so 2 lucky people again are going to be winning 5,000 naira each today, and all you have to do is to answer this question correctly. Now, the question: name 2 trust products or services that is offered by United Capital. Again, the question is: name 2 trust products or services offered by United Capital. All you need to do is to go to our Twitter handle and post your answer on Twitter, tagged at UnitedCap, and don't forget to follow them. Again, the question is: name 2 trust products or services offered by United Capital. Post your answer on Twitter and tag at United Capital, and don't forget to follow them. The first 2 correct answers will win 5,000 naira each. Good luck.
Can I also partake?
Absolutely,
can I
yes.
be a participant?
You can be a participant.
That means I can win 5K.
Very, very sure.
Okay, interesting. All right, let me get your final thoughts. Unfortunately, we don't have any question for today.
Okay.
So let me get your final thoughts.
Okay, so again, don't forget to follow us across all our social media platforms if you want to learn more about trust and other financial tips on the go. Follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube at United Capital Plc, and on Twitter at United Cap. Again, follow us across all our social media platforms if you want to learn more about trust and other financial tips on the go. Follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube at United Capital Plc, and on Twitter at United Cap.
All right. So I've been speaking with Mr. Sanusi Samir, a financial advisor with United Capital Plc. And well, catch us next week, Monday. We'll have another episode of hashtag Money Minute with UCAP here on 92.3 Nigeria Info is where it's going to happen. Thank you so much for being here, Sanusi.
Again, thank you so much. And if you want to come to the office, our regional office is situated in the UBA main building at number 14 Azikwe Road, Port Harcourt. To give you a description, when you get to Mile 1 flyover and towards the UTC Junction, we are inside the big UBA building headquarters that is directly opposite Sliverbed. You can also call us on 080-8282-8182. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
It's one thing to desire wealth. It's another thing to achieve it. It's one thing to work for money. It's another thing to make money work for you. To take your finances to the next level, you need someone to show you the ropes. At United Capital Plc, we provide you with the support you need to achieve your financial goals. Whether it's capital raising, trustee services, stock trading, mutual funds, or loans, our seasoned financial advisors